Hey, it's August 9th, 2020, and I just got my power back after being out for 5 days. That high-speed windstorm, that tropical storm that hit, knocked a lot of trees down. It took them 5 days to get power back. And we had perfect weather. It was sunny, really weird. When we have ice storms and several feet of snow, the power comes back on pretty, in a day or two, and we had like 5 days out. I think that tells you something about the state of the world we're living in right now. Anyhow, if you notice, the prices for silver bullion have hefty premiums. And one thought I had is that if you want to buy silver, but you don't want to pay that premium, buy like SLV, and then when the premiums fall, sell your SLLV and get bullion, right? So buy some derivative silver, some quote paper silver like SLV, and then when the premiums go down, then you sell your SLV for silver. And of course, the theory risk of that is that you won't be able to when like the big shebang happens. So, but silver at like 29 or so, we hit 49 and you could still, buy bullion. But who knows? It's really crazy right now. This thing is moving so fast. That was one of the predictions over 10 years ago, was that when the real move happens, people won't expect it and they will miss it. So, this thing is moving fast. And it's like, if you wait, it was like 22 to 29. Whoa, that's really fast. So the biggest thing I want to talk about is the Federal Reserve. This guy, Kashkari, is calling for 6-week economic shutdown to control coronavirus spread. That's the headline. It's like in several media sources. Fed's Kashkari calls for a 6-week economic shutdown to control coronavirus spread. The biggest question: why do we care what the Federal Reserve thinks about the virus, right? It's like, do we care if the Chipotle CEO makes a statement on the virus? But this feeds a lot of conspiracies. The reason why is because when they say they're calling for a 6-week shutdown, maybe they literally are calling for a 6-week shutdown, telling everybody else, you better do this. Really. And when he says 6-week shutdown, he could be saying, we haven't destroyed the economy yet. 6 more weeks will do the job. Like, I think they have something planned, some numbers, and they wanted some economic shutdown on purpose. And they're telling us they want 6 weeks more of that for their purposes. Like, why 6 weeks? Does the Federal Reserve have some type of COVID model sitting there saying, for this 6 weeks, that will do the job? Like, shouldn't the Center of Disease Control talk about this? They do. Shouldn't the politicians talk about this? They do. But yet the Federal Reserve is calling for this. This tells me a lot. Like, this really tells me a lot. So what this tells me is maybe we will have 6 weeks of pain. Wow. I'm just kind of mind blown. Federal Reserve calling for economic shutdown to control coronavirus spread. What's the real headline? Should be Federal Reserve says we want to destroy the economy for 6 more weeks. Make it happen. So anyhow, when it comes to precious metals, I mean, this right here is the kind of stuff you read and saying, am I doing the right thing? Up for you to decide. Thanks and be well.